Hey guys, Dan Heilman back with another Diablo Immortal video. Today I'm going to make a video about all of my top fixes I think Blizzard needs to implement into the game. Basically all my complaints. I've had a couple requests for this video actually, so I thought I'd make it today. Alright, very first thing, I'm going to talk about settings in the games and stuff like that because there's a lot I have complaints about in that. So if we go into the settings, there used to be, when you used to go into display and change your screen, when you had it on full screen, you were able to move your mouse off the main screen. Whatever they did in the last update, you can no longer move your mouse off the screen. It's like just held hostage in the screen with full screen. And you have to like hold Alt Tab and like hit Alt Tab a bunch of times and do all this crazy stuff just to get your mouse off of the screen. So when you use multiple monitors, it's a huge pain in the ass. And then the second thing is when you're in windowed mode, there's literally no way to resize the window. That is literally the entire point of windowed mode. It's literally the only point of having windowed mode. You can't resize it. So what's the difference between windowed full screen and windowed mode? If you can't resize the window, there's literally nothing. So these are useless. I'm pretty sure there used to be a setting in here that was like, keep your mouse cursor on the main screen or something, and they randomly removed it. So that's why the full screen stuff doesn't work. So if I go full screen windowed, it's fine. Now I can move my mouse cursor off the screen, but now I got this stupid bar on the top and the bottom. So this whole thing's been a nightmare ever since they changed this. I'm honestly surprised they haven't hotfixed it because all I've heard is complaints about it. So that's my number one complaint, is a lot of the stuff here in the settings with the display and just everything. I mean, I would love if I could do the windowed, just the regular windowed, and then resize it. Or if full screen was fixed, you know, it'd be a lot better. All right, enough complaints about settings type stuff. That's my number one complaint. I guess I'll put it back to full screen because it looks better for the video, but it's a huge pain on my side. Second thing is chat. Chat sucks on the PC client. Let me move myself. Oh wait, I have to hit Alt Tab and do all sorts of crazy things because I'm in full screen mode. All right, so let me move myself over here. Now, chat stuff is terrible. When you hit enter, it just like goes to your last zone. You can't do like /P for party like you can in World of Warcraft and all that stuff. And just like messaging people. See, I clicked a person here, right? Let me go show this. So say this Tersu guy, I want to message him. So normally what you would do is you would just click him. First of all, if I click him, I start running around like a crazy man for some reason. So I have to hit enter. And then when I click him, it pulls up a random window. I don't think it has any bearing on anything. I think it just picks a random screen and then throws you there. And here we go. I was trying to message this guy. So then you have to go find the chat channel he was in, or she. And then you have to go click. And then you have to go message. What a pain. What a pain. And if someone messages you, there's like no easy way to like go find it, right? You like, if they're a friend, then you have to go find the friend chat, and then like, look at all these people have sent me messages and I didn't even notice, right? Because the chat is so bad in the game. It's just terrible. There's no way to go back and forth. I don't know. I have 100 complaints about the chat alone, but that would be a very boring video if that's all I talked about. All right, so let me hit Alt Tab 19 times. Let me hold it, and let me move my me back, and then okay. So that's my complaints about chat. Those are my first two ones. Is just the interface, chat. I will talk about pay to win stuff in a little bit, but another big complaint is controller stuff. I know there's a very small amount of people that are actually using a controller. But a controller makes this game really, really nice. But there's a couple things that are kind of annoying. So if I use my controller, I walk over here and I go to the blacksmith and say I want to salvage. Now, I have to go through and I have to click these little tiny buttons, 1, 2, 3. I wish they would just bind everything to a key, right? You got, I mean, to a button on your controller, right? Just give me like the bottom 3. Oh, you can't see that. Just make like the bottom 3, those 3 for salvage. Same thing when you're in a party. When you're group farming in a party, if someone triggers one of the quests, one of those purple quests, it'll lock you out from the game. And you have to physically use your mouse to click the accept button. It's so weird. It stops you from running. It stops you from attacking. It freezes your game. And there's no way using your controller to basically get off of that menu. I have to grab my mouse and then go click off of the menu or click the accept quest button. And then I can continue playing the game. So it's not quite optimized for a controller on the keyboard. There's a lot of different things that they could optimize for this. There's just a lot of quality of life things in this game that they could really, really optimize as far as the controller is concerned. So that's my number 3 complaint, controller. Number 4 complaint. The game is super pay to win. We all know this. For the light spenders, I feel like they should change the packs. So when you have these bundles, I basically purchase most of the bigger bundles, like this one right here, this magnate supply that gives you these. They need to remove legendary crests from the game. Make these the actual legendary crests that give you unbound gems that you can sell. I don't know why they have 2 different types of these, but if I'm spending US dollars to buy something in the game, you better let me sell the gem. This is kind of bullshit. Out of all the pay to win things that piss me off the most, I don't know why they have 2 different types of legendary crests. Like, I know they're not going to reduce the cost of packs and stuff. Obviously, I would love for the packs in this game to be a lot cheaper, but at least make these the regular legendary crests. I think they're called eternal legendary crests. Make these eternal legendary crests, all of them. Get rid of these regular legendary crests from the game. It's just, I don't know why they got the 2 different types, and basically they force you to spend the most amount of currency. If you go up here, they just expect you to spend the most amount of currency to get the ones that grant the unbound gems. And I just feel like that's so shady. just make all of the legendary crests the eternal ones. And I feel like a lot of people would be a lot happier that way. You know, there's a lot of different methods, but you have to go here and you have to spend these to get eternal legendary quests. Yeah. Like, I feel like all of them in the game should be the eternals, all of them. That's my one other complaint there. I can't even get my fucking mouse off the screen to stop the recording. Jesus Christ. Oh, one other quick one is warbands. The warband system's a pain. You know, there's always a couple people who aren't there, and we're just like removing people and then adding people back in. And now they added the legendary crest for 1600 platinum. So you like really want to have a warband. They need to do something with warband. Either make it like 10 people or 16 people or something like that, but so that you can have 8 people online to actually do these raids. But right now, it's a huge pain. It's a huge pain because there's always like one person who doesn't show up, and then you got to kick them from the warband. You got to go find a new person. If they just had more people in here, honestly, they could probably just remove warbands completely from the game, and I don't think anyone would be mad if they just literally removed warbands completely. Yeah. Either remove them or add the amount of players or do something. You know, make them 20 players, make them whatever, 12 players. Maybe 12 players is a good number, because then you have even groups. You got 4, 4, and 4. And then you can find an 8-person group, and 4 people are usually probably going to be offline anyways. I don't know. They got to do something with the warbands. You're almost forced to do it because of the legendary crest, and you get so much scoria. You just get so much scoria to upgrade your Heliquary. So you kind of have to participate in it, but come on. Come on, just make it. And while I'm talking about that, and I just remembered the vendor here, one other quick one. Why even have this here if you can't get set items from it? Why would anyone purchase hands, waist, and feet if I cannot get a legendary from it? It makes no goddamn sense. Like, why? Same for neck and finger. Like, make it like maybe even a small chance. Maybe it's too broken to have sets in here, but it's kind of weird that you can purchase these and there's kind of no point. Like, maybe when you first get to your next upgrade, You can maybe purchase it to get a couple of yellow pieces here is the only time I've ever used this. But other than that, I don't see the point in having these if they don't have set item drops. Or maybe just have it be like a really, really small chance for set items. I don't know. It's just weird that they're there. You know, a majority are just going to be purchasing this one and then a couple here. But yeah, okay. That's my complaints there. All right, I got two major other complaints about it. They changed Hell 2 to 5 so that now you no longer need 4 people to go into Hell 2 to 5. Why not make it 1? So what they did is they made it so that you can go in there with 2 to 4 people, but the boss and all of the enemies in the instance still have the same HP and defense as if it was a 4-person dungeon. Why not let a single person go in there? Why limit it to 2? You already made the group chest at the end of the dungeon, and that has a chance to drop set items and legendaries and all that. So they already basically gave us the ability to do 2 players, but they really still want you to do 4 players. Because if you're not doing 4 players, you're not getting gems in the game. You're not getting the chest at the end, which also increases the drop rate because you can also get set items and Legos out of there. Why not just make it 1 person? Why change it to 2, but then implement the chest thing so people still have to use 4 players? Just let us use 1 player if we want. Yeah, it's going to be 4 times the health and it's going to be slow as hell, but why force us to be in a group with 2 players? Another big complaint there. Now, the next complaint I have is about like immortal stuff. Defending the vault sucks. They changed it so it's a smaller window. I like that. They need some sort of queue system. Honestly, in the beginning, I was like pretty not impressed with being an immortal, but after I did it for a while, you do get a lot more legendaries. All of your daily quests that you get for immortals give you a lot of different legendaries. Very often I'd get maybe 2 or 3, 1 to 3 from those doing those dailies and activities, but defending the vault's a pain in the ass. They could definitely improve that. Now, one other thing while I'm kind of talking about that is the Armory. When you have the Armory, it's kind of a pain to use because every time you get an upgrade, there needs to be some way for it to know that you've replaced a piece of gear. Let me go try to find one of my other sets in here because most of the time, yeah, that's not the Armory. I don't know why you stopped there, but let me just see if I have one of these other ones. Yeah, see, look at this. This is what I'm looking at here. If I don't update it for a while and I get a bunch of upgrades, I mean, I only made this build a week ago and already I have none of the gear. You need to make something so that this is a little bit easier to work with. I mean, I don't know if maybe every time, I don't know what the best way to do it is. I don't know how they do it, but there just needs to be a better way to update this because right now it's a huge pain. Every time I've been trying to keep this up to date, and every time I get an upgrade, that means I got to go over here. I got to basically put my normal legendary affix on it. Like this is the one I'm using here. And then I have to hit overwrite every time. And it's just a pain. There's got to be a better way to make this Armory work. Maybe it's like maybe what they do is when you come over here and you're putting an essence onto like another legendary, maybe you can have it automatically update the Armory for when you swap out that slot. Or maybe when I salvage an item that's in the loadout in the Armory, maybe just update it with whichever one I have equipped instead. So if I go in here and like all of these items are gone. They're like literally gone. They're salvaged. They're totally gone. Just update it with the one I have equipped. Honestly, I never have that many sets in here. Like I don't have a bunch of gear just laying around in my inventory. I basically use whatever the highest combat rating piece is. So maybe when I salvage a piece, just automatically swap this out for the higher one that isn't salvaged. I don't know. Something's got to be done with the Armory. It's a pain. It's a great feature, but it's just not that useful because it just takes so long to update it and you're constantly updating it, blah, blah, blah. Armory, another complaint of mine. The next huge complaint I have is about cosmetics. In this game, if I want to put my wings on, Which ones are my wings even? How do I even find my wings? I forget how to even do the wings. How do I do the wings? This is, I don't even use them because, there we go. So there's the wings I have, right? I can't use the wings with another cosmetic. So I have to use whatever weird random armor they put with the wings. You spent so much money to get those wings, and you're telling me I can't put them on with another microtransaction? Like, I can't have my wings and my chest on at the same time. The wings should only be this tiny little part here. I don't know why the wings include a chest piece and gloves and shoulders. It's just like, what? Makes no goddamn sense. It makes no goddamn sense, guys. Why would you do that? It just makes no sense. Why can't I put the wings on with another cosmetic? It makes no sense. Especially because people have to spend thousands of dollars sometimes to get some of these wings, and you're not even going to let them equip them with other cosmetics? It's so weird. And honestly, while I'm talking about cosmetics, when you purchase a cosmetic, I feel like you should be able to use it on every single class, especially now that we have class changes, right? You're able to change classes. Why can't we use cosmetics on other classes? It's even the same character. I'm not even asking them to use a cosmetic on my alt or use it on, you know, whatever, but on the same character, the cosmetic should transfer class to class when you do a class transfer. Every time you class transfer, all your cosmetics should change with it, because it's not even a new character, right? If it was an alt, I could understand that, but on, you know, on the same character, it's just weird that you can't use it. Off the top of my head, those are my main complaints about the game so far. I've been enjoying everything else. I've been logging in every day. I've been playing the game. I don't think I've missed a single day of playing since the game launched. I don't think the amount of daily content is too much to do. I think it's pretty good. I've been mostly keeping up with the server Paragon. I don't have too many complaints about server Paragon stuff. Right now, I'm exactly server Paragon. Yesterday, I was like, you know, 2 levels above, but I don't have too many other complaints about the game. But okay, that's going to be it for the video for me. Comment below if you guys have some other big changes you want to see to the game. I'd love to hear your guys' feedback on what you think needs to be changed in the game. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like and sub button and comment below. And have a great day, everyone. See you guys. Let me figure out how to fucking close this shit with the stupid full screen.